The Poor Little Rich Girl is a silent movie produced in 1917 and directed by Maurice Turner. It stars a girl named Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn is a very rich girl yet unhappy with her life. While the poor kids have fun and do as they may, she is expected to stay in the house, have no friends, and be very well behaved. And on top of all of this, her parents do not spend much time with her. Her mother is a social bee, always in other people's faces but never her daughter's. And Gwendolyn's father is a workaholic on Wall Street. With such a busy schedule, he too never gets to see poor Gwendolyn. It takes a near-death experience to make the two parents realize how precious their daughter is to them. And in the end, Gwendolyn gets the affection of her parents and the happiness she was longing for all along. The opening scene of The Poor Little Rich Girl is using masking transition. Masking transition is a way to show the audience that a scene is either opening up or about to end. The close-up and lighting in Gwendolyn's face shows the innocence portrayed in the little girl. This close-up of the grumpy teachers show the emotion and expression in their face. This helps the viewer empathize with emotions expressed by the characters. Cross-cutting is used a lot in this movie. In this particular scene, Mr. Piper and Mr. Organ Grinder were playing in the living room, and the maid and butler overheard the music. The camera continues to cut back and forth to build anxiety as to what will happen once the maid and butler reach the living room. Cross-cutting is also being used in this scene, whereas to Gwendolyn is being dizzy, and it cuts to another scene to her mother downstairs at a party. This scene has excessive use of camera effects. The tilting of the camera is showing how Gwendolyn feels in her body, and it is being portrayed to us as viewers. The changing of light has a lot to do with manipulation of time. Notice once the maid turns off the light in Gwendolyn's room, it symbolizes it being nighttime. This continues for several scenes until finally the camera opens up with Gwendolyn in bed yawning, stretching, and with the excessive light being shown outside. The Poor Little Rich Girl shows what would happen if a child is left unloved and neglected. Turner uses masks and architecture a lot in his films. I've noticed that Turner cuts back and forth between dream and reality, and it is always easy to tell which is which. Overall, his use of cross-cutting, lighting, masking, and camera effects brings the whole movie together and makes it quite enjoyable to watch. That's all. Hopefully I've shed some light on the aesthetic elements concerning editing and cinematography of The Poor Little Rich Girl.